Yo, what up, guys? Welcome to another trade recap today. And today I'm basically gonna go over today's price action during New York AM session and the trade that I took a win at. All right, let's get right into it. So coming into the market, right? We've been obviously going low, kind of dumping, right? But looking at the weekly, we are respecting these fair value gaps to the left. What does it tell me? That until these are all inverse, then obviously we're not bearish, if that makes sense. Because we could tap into these and then respect them, but as you go to the daily, you can see we have a ton of liquidity above. Previous day candle was very bullish. And I said so. Okay, clearly I want to see us go up here at least, and then maybe be bearish. It's kind of what my mindset was already kind of starting to be at. We also had previous day lows right here below. Basically, previous day high and previous day low of the last candlestick is what I mark out. Obviously, previous day high has already been swept, so you take that out of the equation. But it's basically just draws that you can use um, for liquidity for your take profit or whatever. So obviously, I mark that down. Then we go to the 4 hour where we start getting juicier stuff, right? Obviously, I can see that we are in this 4 hour fair value gap, and we have this bearish 4 hour fair value gap down below that has not been tapped into it. So I said, okay, but we do have bullish momentum, so I know that two things can happen. We can either come down lower and go higher, or we can come up high, take this liquidity out, tap into this 4 hour because we also do have this 4 hour that I'm meant to get above as well, and then go lower. So that's kind of my thought process. I am more bullish for sure, and just because we're in this gap doesn't mean I'm afraid to take bullish uh, trades, right? So then we drop to the 1 hour. Same thing, same scenario. We're in this gap. We have this right here as well. That this gap right here that has been touched into, as you can see, this candlestick. What did it do? It tapped into it and went lower. So what can I expect? Us to at least go higher to this candlestick right here, this wick, come up, and then potentially go lower, right? Right now we're just kind of accumulating over the last couple hours. So then I go to my 30 minute. What is my 30 minute now telling me? Let's see. My 30 minute is telling me, okay, we already swept London lows, excuse me. We have this high up here, right here, and we're inversing this 30 minutes gap. Well, we also have Asia lows. So obviously, I like to react with the market and what it's telling me. So what is it telling me right now? It's telling me that with this bullish candle is about to close, this 30 minute, and above this fair value gap. So what does that mean? We should go higher. We should go for this liquidity that I have marked out for. Okay. What else? As we can see as well, we have this 15-minute gap now, that bullish fair value gap now that we are creating as well. So my scenario, my thought process is, okay, once market opens, I want to see us come down to this fair value gap and then go higher. That's kind of my thought process. Or we can come up, leave that 15-minute, go higher, and come to this 15-minute, right? Those are my two thought process while seeing all this. And I also noticed that we had this 5 minute as well. I wanted to see this was a good draw liquidity, or I wanted to see how we would react from this gap that has not been tapped into. So having that all said, I wanted us to, I wanted us personally to come down, tap into this, and then go higher. That's the trade I was basically looking for. But obviously, I took shorts today, and this is why. So as you can see, market open. We tapped into that 5 minute, like I said before. We leave this nice 30-second right here. And then we just kind of go higher. There's no trade, there's no entries for me at all. No IFGs for me to react to bullish for bullish trades. I wanted us to come down to this 15-minute, like I said, which we did not. We just kind of went lower, opened, wicked it, and then kind of just went higher, right? So there's no trades for me, no entries. So I'm just staying patient now. Was waiting. Honestly, at this point, I was kind of looking for a pullback. Maybe we create a 5-minute gap, and then, yeah, as you can see, we get reaction. Obviously, we have this 5-minute right here. We have this high right here, and then I'm trying to remember what this line was. I think it was the 1 hour that I was talking about. Okay, yeah, we have this 1 hour right here, right? That we now are respecting. Now we took that wick out. And what do? We start going lower. Exactly what happened when we tapped into this the first time. We're getting that same reaction, and we're getting a crazy reaction. So I'm like, okay, beautiful. We have taken liquidity higher. We are seeing crazy bearish momentum. I am looking for shorts now. Okay, right? And originally, this was going to be my trade right here. If we got to close below this, my break-even point right here at this 9:30 a.m. wick. But obviously, we got this crazy candle close below, which is beautiful, which is what I want to see, actually. My stop loss was above this fair value gap, about 40 points. But I wanted a better pullback. I wanted a better entry. So my limit order was right here. But next candle, we went right here, basically. So maybe I could have put my wick a little bit lower and then potentially been in there. But so yeah, I missed this trade. Obviously, we had the 9:30 a.m. wick and we had this gap. So my trade originally was gonna look like this. I liked it. I loved it. But okay, whatever. I missed it. So then we obviously are still going lower. We're respecting gaps to the left. We have crazy bearish momentum, and then we kind of get this 30-second right here. So we have this gap right here. It's the last fair value gap of this leg, this bullish leg. And what do? We inverse it. Okay, right? We create this tiny 30-second gap. Obviously, I know we are in a 15-minute, but we are getting crazy reaction lower. We are clearly pushing down. We have Asia low. We have a 4-hour gap, right? We have a crazy reaction after taking this liquidity. So yes, we are in a 15-minute, but that doesn't mean anything to me. Just because of one little confluence doesn't mean I'm not gonna enter a trade, right? There has to be more. There's more good than bad to this trade. So what did I do? We got the close right here with the crazy candle. I got entered about right here, and my stop was about, I think, 40 points, give or take, just kind of above this gap that we decided to create. So I knew, okay, if we disrespect this gap, then obviously we might go higher. And then my break-even point was right here, bam. And I didn't target nothing crazy. Obviously, we had Asia low, but I wanted my winning day. I wanted my payout. So I knew, okay, risk 400, make 600, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And then obviously, we get that. We tap into this 30-second now. Okay, awesome. We're now starting to see reaction to it, and we start seeing reaction lower. Bam, I am now break even. I see. So I think my stop loss was a little bit lower. Sorry, was a little bit. So obviously I had right here, I think I had a like 33 or something. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. So I knew a 33 point stop loss. Obviously break even right here, and then targeting right here. So yeah, that was the trade that I took. And what happened? Bam. Bam, we tap it. But right here, I'm out. We do go back to my break-even point, but what do we end up doing? We end up going lower anyways. So a couple things you could have done. You could have taken the trade how I did. You could have had a maybe a little bit better stop, like a little bit less of a stop loss, and then go for that 1-to-1 at this low. You could have been very confident in the trade, knew that we had Asia low down there, and kind of just had a nice little stop loss. And if you were that confident with the trade, but yeah, obviously what you hit. And then from there, we just kind of kept going lower, kind of just started dropping. And yeah, by this time, I'm done looking at the charts. And yeah, so that's kind of the trade I took. That was kind of my reasoning behind the trade. Because of it, I made 1.5K. So about 600 on each account, 3 accounts. Just requested a payout. So yeah, now I'm gonna keep trying to pass top stat accounts. That's a goal of mine. I'm gonna try to get a bigger payout this month. Now that I've gotten 2 payouts month of July. So yeah, that's basically it. Obviously, gonna enjoy my weekend now. As you should too, but also obviously put in that work, take your time with it, no rush. But I mean, yeah, that's how I see the market. That's what makes sense to me. Hopefully that makes sense to you. And if not, there's a bunch of other strategies, a bunch of other mentors that can probably help you, And yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.